Hey guys, I'm back again. I'm on step 3 today. That is exactly we learn to allow thoughts without acting on them, but let them pass. So when I first started doing the three principles, I thought that when something had happened that I felt like happened to me, or someone did something to me that I had to do something about it to make it better or even it out, in a sense. When working with the three principles, I've learned that um, thinking is what's causing our feelings. So, in that sense, just because you feel something doesn't mean that it's because of something outside of you that has happened. Nobody can actually hurt you unless you put an expectation on what that person's going to do. And if you expect that person not to hurt you, that's why you get hurt, because of how you think they're supposed to act. So, when we think about this, then we realize our thoughts are the only things that are getting in the way of how we feel. Now, we can't control our thoughts. We can't stop our thoughts from happening. They're going to come and they're also going to go. And that's the beauty in it. The thoughts leave, whether we act on them or not. So I did a little bit of an experiment with this on myself when in the past, if something happened to me, a traumatic experience, I would think that I had to drink over it. And I would just keep thinking about it until I drank over it because that's how I thought it should be handled. As soon as I realized that I didn't have to drink over something because of the thought process behind it and me thinking that that thought process needed to be dealt with by my own thinking, which you can't fix a problem with a problem. Same thing goes for you can't fix a thought with a thought. It's just more thinking, and it's just going to clutter the mind. Um, so when we allow our thoughts to come in and just be there, we don't have to act on them. They will pass, and they'll pass a lot faster as time goes as we deal with these thoughts. Um, so I wanted to just talk a little bit about that today because it's very important to realize that we don't have to act on these thoughts. They're simply one of 100,000 thoughts a day that are, I mean, we don't act on the other, however many thoughts we have. We even have thoughts in the morning when you get dressed. You don't think about that anymore. Sometimes you do, what you're going to put on, but sometimes you're just, if it's like a work outfit, you know what you got to wear already. You don't even think about it. You just put it on. Let's just say you're driving to work. When you first started driving, you'd hop in your car and you got your license. You didn't know what you were doing. You remember you'd grab that the gear shift. You switch it to drive, and then you'd put your blinker on and you'd pull your seatbelt over and you do all these things that you remember, but now it's just instinctive. We just do it. Next thing you know, you're at work now. There is no process in which the mind doesn't accomplish things from pattern. So that's why it seems so realistic when you drink due to a heartache or a problem that has arisen in your life in this moment, and you've always drinking over it in the past, you're going to tell yourself, I've got to drink about it now. Um, so it's important to realize that the thought process is the only thing controlling that. And it's the only thing making you think that you have to drink over something. But me realizing that I haven't had to drink over my thoughts of how I felt about something has given me the freedom to, I don't even second guess a drink anymore. I don't. And I did AA for almost a year. I almost had a year of sobriety before, and about 2 years ago. And I had a slip up due to this problem I call the thinking problem. And we have to learn to control that. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I think that that's about as much as I can explain without kind of a questions and answers. I mean, if you guys wanted to come to me, ask me any questions about the three principles, like I've said in other videos, I am perfectly fine with that. I do have a Zoom account. I do personal one-on-one sessions. to deal with addiction, overeating, any issue whatsoever. It doesn't matter. The three principles work with absolutely everything. You had a traumatizing past, we can work through that. It's all based in the thought process. And as soon as you can recognize that, the sooner you can move forward in your life and have a organized, more settled, and happy life in the moment. Because a lot of times we're chasing too far into the future, trying to figure out what is next. And what is next isn't what is now. And right now we're living. We miss this now moment when we're chasing that next thing that's supposed to happen. So just keep listening to my videos if you like them so far. I'll be making another one tomorrow. The other one tomorrow is on the fourth step. We look inward to see we are not our past. This has no control over us. So, and that's a little bit about when, I mean, you think everything you did in the past, people judge you for that. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't. If you are who you are, you can change this and show people who you want to be. And that's a big part of that step. And it's not to ask for forgiveness, and it's not to ask for anything like in AA. You write out this whole fourth step, and this is about just showing. It's just showing, because when you learn this way, you will improve, and you will be able to show people exactly how much better you're doing just by your actions and the way you speak with them. And you'll actually see it rub off on them too, and they'll want a little bit of the action of what you're learning from the three principles as well, because it's helped you so much in your life. So anyways, I'm going to end the video in a moment, but I just wanted to say thank you for who is and has been listening to my video. And yeah, just keep coming back and listening, and I will be making that fourth video tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys' support, and we'll see you later. Thanks.